Here with his predictions about tomorrow night's debate, Michael Smerconish, CNN political commentator and host of CNN Smerconish. Okay, let's see. Let's whip out your crystal ball. I was trying to get the Johnny Carson tonight, the great, what's his name? I forget what. Yeah, Carnac. Okay, so last debate really changed. Yeah, Carnac. The last debate really changed the dynamics of this race. You think tomorrow night's debate is going to do that, Michael?
I do, and I'll tell you why I do. I do for the venue in which I'm standing right now. I think this alone is going to change the nature of the debate, and here's why. The last debate, that Fox debate, was held where LeBron James plays basketball. There was a huge crowd of tens of thousands there, and Donald Trump feeds on that. There was an audience built in, Don, for his one-liners, and they responded. I'm looking at 500 seats here. The candidates each get a small allotment. There are benefactors of the Reagan Library who are recipients of some of those seats, some friends of CNN. There's not a built-in audience here for the type of, I think, routine that Trump has succeeded with. I'm saying it's going to be more sedate. And I think that a sedate crowd is going to draw out more substance, especially when you've got Jake and you've got Dana and you've got Hugh Hewitt. So what I'm saying is I think tomorrow night is a night Trump, is going to need to bring more specifics and not just the one-liners.
Because you can't feed off the audience as he does in the big arenas.
Yeah, I don't see it happening in this venue. I mean, there'll be enthusiasm here. People are psyched. Don, this is like a Super Bowl. If you could see the way the place is all done up, it looks spectacular. There's a good vibe in the room. But I just don't see this audience. It's not going to be like last night, with Trump in Dallas with 20,000 people at that Mark Cuban event. This is totally different.
I know. Listen, CNN does it right. I've covered the debates in 2008 and 2012, both election cycles, and I think we put on the best. It's the best of the best. So, Michael, I want you to take a look at this is a new ad by Jeb Bush, Jeb Bush PAC.
We lose everywhere. Murders, crime, believe me. Very, very stupid people. You're finished. The American dream is dead. Give me a break.
My message will be an optimistic one, because I am certain that we can make the decades just ahead the greatest time ever to be alive in this world. That chance, that hope, requires the best that is in us. We will lift our sights again, make opportunity common again, growth that makes a difference for everyone. It's possible. It can be done.
Is he taking a page from Ronald Reagan there, a sunnier tone, more optimistic?
Well, he's going after Donald Trump in a way that initially he was reluctant to do, and I think that his campaign paid a price for initially being flat-footed. I don't think you should take any crap from Trump at any time if you're one of the people on that stage behind me, and too many of them have, because they've just been flummoxed with how to respond. Now people are looking at Jeb and they're saying, wait a minute, are you going to be the establishment guy? And that's why I think he's now spending all that money on this ad campaign that's just been rolled out, because if he doesn't have a big night here tomorrow night, I think he's going to feel some heat from a John Kasich or maybe one of the other establishment type candidates.
Hey, Michael, I want to get this in. This is a classic line. We're talking about memorable moments. Roll it.
Not at all, Mr. Truitt, and I want you to know that also I will not make age an issue of this campaign. I am not going to exploit for political purposes my opponent's youth and inexperience.
There was a question about his age. So are the best debate moments, are they prepped or are they just off the cuff?
I think they're a combination of both, but mostly they're the lines that you've got in your hip pocket. I will make a prediction. That's a hell of a line. It never gets old when you watch it. My prediction is Carly Fiorina comes with one of those lines tomorrow night for the Donald.
Michael Smerconish, looking forward to your analysis. Thank you, sir.
All right, bud.
We'll be right back.